Chris, you've just come from the Australian Electrical Vehicles Association demonstration at the front of Parliament House. What did you learn from it today?
Look, the exciting thing is that here in Western Australia we've really got the technology, we've got the people with the skills to convert ordinary cars, perhaps cars where the petrol motor's coming to the end of its life. These people can convert those cars into electric vehicles for fairly small amounts of money, to give those vehicles a whole new lease of life, to give them a lease of life as electric vehicles that are very cost efficient to run. We're talking about vehicles that can drive you 100 kilometres on $3 a day versus $3 a day's worth of electricity. That compares with an equivalent petrol amount, which would be, say, $10 to get you 100 kilometres. So these are very fuel efficient vehicles. They are readily available today, or the technology is there available today. We've got the people in Western Australia who know how to do the conversions, so these are really exciting times. It means that we've got another transport option. We've got to put more into public transport, of course, but in a city like Perth, we do need to make sure there's that capacity for people to travel around using their own personal vehicle because of the sorts of distances and the way our city's set up. It does seem there's always going to be that need for some sort of personalised transport, and that's where electric vehicles have a very strong role to play.
And of course, when you're talking about industries, it's not something that you need years to set up, is it? It's something that could happen straight away.
The exciting thing is that the components that you need to turn a car into an electric vehicle are readily available. We're improving the battery technology. This is the key area though. The battery technology does need to keep improving so that we can make the electric vehicles more readily affordable for people who are on lower incomes. But apart from that improvement, that constant need for improvement in battery technology, everything else is readily available today. And indeed, with the different lithium-ion batteries, things can be done in a very cost-effective manner today.
So the environmental and economic payback on this sort of technology?
Well, look, I haven't mentioned the environmental benefits of electric vehicles, but they are obviously enormous. There's the greenhouse gas emission benefits, especially if the car is charged using renewable energy, if that is possible, if somebody's able to pay for the natural power option, or if they have photovoltaic panels to charge up their car, that is an option. But even if they are charging directly off the grid today, the greenhouse gas emissions from our normal grid electricity are about 17 to 13% less than what you would get from driving a petrol vehicle. So there's the greenhouse aspect. But there's another very important environmental aspect, and that is the air quality one. There are enormous air quality benefits in having a vehicle that emits nothing as it drives around a city. We know we get these photochemical hazes over Perth, and even with our sea breezes and our easterlies, the dissipation of some of the worst chemicals in that photochemical smog are still with us. Things like ozone and benzene gases and things that are quite damaging to human health. Those are problems that we can do away with if we have vehicles that emit nothing, like electric vehicles. So
we're standing on the grounds of Parliament House, and of course there's plenty of car parking spaces around here. Would you like to see wind generators and 240-volt outputs in all the car parks in Parliament House?
I think the day's going to come very soon when we will find that car parks everywhere at Parliament House and in shopping centres, at venues in the central business district, we will see that there'll be a number of parking bays with charge stations. A very neat pod that stands up that you can plug into to charge up your vehicle. Now that's going to be one way that people charge up their vehicles, but bearing in mind that an electric vehicle, you can put whatever range on that vehicle that you like. It's just a matter of how much battery capacity you put into the vehicle. But if you're going for a 100-kilometre range, you're probably not going to need to charge up except at night time. So that's got an added benefit. It means you can charge up at night time when the grid demand is so much less. And that way you're actually helping balance or smooth the load on the grid.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time today, Chris. And you're not riding your bike to Adelaide today?
No, taking it on the plane tomorrow, I have to admit, but it's going to be good fun.
And I saw a bit about it in the press yesterday. Looks like a great event over there.
It's a magnificent event. The South Australians have really got behind it and made it into a major world significant event with all sorts of world champions coming along to it, including our own Cadel Evans.
I saw that in the press yesterday. Have fun over there, Chris.
Thanks, John.
Bye.